Good afternoon, family and friends. And for those of you who do not know me, my name is Sherry Wright. I'm coming on today because I want to share my amazing news. I just graduated from Sonship School of the Firstborn from Christian House of Prayer under the leadership of Pastor Valerie Holcomb and our director, Elder Cheryl Gary. I'm so thankful that I just had to come on and share with you guys because of this experience. I wanted to let you know what generated this video. Okay, as I was sitting there and I was thinking about how blessed I am to be in this position, it occurred to me that I should come on and encourage someone, because I am now living in Central Texas, but I am not from here. I was born and raised in Illinois. That's all I knew was Illinois, okay? So when the opportunity arose for me to make this decision to come here, because I came along with my daughter and her then husband and small children. I came along because I wanted to help my daughter with the children because they were so small. That prompted me to come. But making the decision was, oh my God. It got to a point where it was very stressful. Because I'm thinking, okay, so where am I going to work? Is this going to work? All of the what ifs, okay? And then finally, I thought about the story in the Bible where God instructed Abraham to sacrifice his son. Abraham didn't ask questions. He just went according to the leading of the Lord. So Abraham took off on this journey. He had no idea where he was going. He didn't know how he was going to eat and how he was going to be provided for, but he knew God. And so those are details and words that he did not have to consider. And to the way the Lord led him, he just had to get up and go. And that is how I made my decision to come to Texas, because I thought about that story and then I remembered that God is God wherever I go. So whatever details I was worried about, God's got it. You know, so if you find yourself in a position right now today where you're trying to make a decision about something, but you're just being attacked by all of the what ifs, let go and let God. When I first got here, I didn't have a job. As a matter of fact, I was treating it like a vacation. And when I decided to finally go to work, it took a little longer than I thought it should. And so, but the Lord eventually blessed me and I got a job and I was a part of the HR team. And then back in October, I left that job for a better opportunity and money. And so I'm looking at all of the blessings that has transpired since we got here. My daughters, both of them have amazing jobs. I'm so thankful to God for how he has blessed them in that aspect. The whole purpose of me doing this is to encourage somebody that if you find yourself in a position where you are afraid to make a decision about something, or you're a little unsure, or you're being attacked with all of the what ifs, let go and let God. Because I thought about the fact that had I not made the decision to come to Texas, I would not have had the experience that I had for the last year with this school and now this graduation. We were supposed to graduate last year in November, but COVID, it delayed it, but he couldn't stop it. And so he tried with the COVID, but that's okay. God blessed us to get here to this moment today. And I must say that it was an amazing experience. And I'm so thankful and grateful to everybody who had a part in putting this whole thing together to make sure that this day happened for us and made it a day that we should never forget. So let me just tell you some of the things. This is a robe of many colors that we got for being a student and graduate of Sonship, the School of the Firstborn. We also got a ring. And there's a lot of detail in this ring, you know, a lot of detail in this ring, a lot of meaning and definition in this ring. And likewise, the robe, the different colors, they mean something. I found out today that it takes a full year, because they make these robes in-house. It takes a full year for them to complete the robes for each graduating class. So while we were in class, someone was making our robes, and then they explained the process to us today of how that happened. So I want to say thank you to those people. I am grateful to all of them. I'm grateful to those who are past graduates and are now still serving, you know, in the school, just everything. And I want to be a part of that too. But we also got this. They had these special made for us. And the color of your mask has to do with the ministries that you serve. So the ministry that I fall under, the umbrella that I fall under, my mask is green. Okay, and then this is what it was all about. So we got these, and so thankful. But it's not just about the piece of paper. It's not about the title. It's not even about crossing over Jordan, even though it is about crossing the Jordan, because that's what we're. Can you see that? No. The light is blinding me. But if you can see it, yeah. I'm so proud and so thankful. You just don't. I can't express it enough how thankful I am about that. But I thank God so much for it. And I just keep thinking, had I not made the decision, I wouldn't have even known anything about Sonship School of the Firstborn. And it extends across the United States. It's not just here in Texas. People are not just graduating from Texas. They're graduating from all over. They gave us the list of all of the different states that they are serving with this sonship. So it's a big thing. It's not just confined to Texas. It's not, and you don't have to actually be here to sit in the classroom. You can do it online, which is what we ended up doing because of COVID. We ended up online. So we missed out on the full classroom experience, which I was so sad about, but we did not miss out on any of the quality. The teaching was still superb. What we learned so much. Oh my God, we learned so much. I'm just so thankful. Our eyes were open to a lot of things that you may have thought that you understood before, and now you have a better understanding of it. I just cannot say enough about this school, which was founded by our late Bishop Nathaniel Holcomb. So I'm so thankful that they're still going on with his legacy, and it has not lost any of the quality, any of the teaching. When you come out of there, you are more mature, and he used to always say, you got to grow up before you go up. So he's growing up a lot of people. And so all of the people who went ahead of us and graduated years prior, they all wore their robes of many colors today as well, but they had black underneath instead of the white. So I'm so thankful for this experience. I'm just so thankful. I'm so thankful to God. I'm glad that I allowed him to lead me, because I was leaving behind a job, a ministry, and a following for my plays. All of this stuff, after being recently licensed and ordained as a minister, and being a superintendent of Christian education, it was a lot. But I just thank God that he led me, because he led me for the high call of the mark. And which is one of the things that they discussed. And we were after the high calling of that mark. And so, and I don't know if I'm saying it just right, but you know what I mean. If you know anything about the Bible, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I thank God that I crossed Jordan today. I'm so happy, so excited. I'm ready for what's next, whatever God will have me to do. I feel more inspired to step my game up more in ministry, and just whatever. So I'm so thankful, and I'm thankful that Christian House of Prayer has been kind to my family and I, and they have welcomed me. They supported me, everything. They were very supportive, and I'm a part of a couple of ministries. One is the SWAT team, and the SWAT team is about going out into the highways and the byways, knocking on doors and praying for people and encouraging them to give their life over to Christ. So we would literally go from door to door, knocking on doors, talking to people, praying for people, bringing some people to tears. Because how often does that happen when somebody comes to your door, knocks on your door, and offers prayer to you and telling you about Christ Jesus? So we did that, and sometimes we would, we were not welcomed by everybody. Some people would peep out and wouldn't answer the door, and some people felt like we were Jehovah's Witnesses and would shoo us away and all of that kind of stuff. But then there were some people who would open up the door, and they were very grateful that we came. And even if they didn't open the door, we would still lay hands on their house and would still pray. If we would even pray for the houses that had for rent signs in the yard and no one was living there yet. We would pray for the families that were coming, the future residents of those places. So that's been a very good experience. And then the other capacity that I serve in is in the Welcome Center. In which I got to meet some amazing women in there, and they have been great in terms of support. So I thank God for that. I think I covered everything, at least I hope I did. I want to thank my family for being always supportive. I love you guys. You're amazing. I thank God that I have the family that he gave me. My mother and father are no longer with us, but I thank God for the parents that he gave us as well. And my lovely little grandchildren. Oh my God, what a blessing. So anyway, I'm happy, guys. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I think there was something else I wanted to share with you, but right now it just doesn't come to mind. So I can't share it with you. But whatever. This was not scripted. This has nothing to do with my YouTube channel. I just want to come on and share my great news about my graduation today. Oh, I would be remiss if I would forget my friend Sonia. She was my first Texas friend. The first person I met, and I call her my friend, and she came to my graduation today and was yelling and screaming for me. I love you, Sonia. So I appreciate everybody. I appreciate your prayers. I appreciate your support. And whatever capacity you ever gave me support, I thank you all. And look into it, guys. Look into becoming a student. I'm not trying to do a commercial or anything, but I'm just telling you it's worth it. And you will come out a much better person. So I feel like after crossing Jordan, I'm ready for what's next. And I think I'm a little bit better equipped because I learned even more about God, because he said, study and show yourself approved. And so to continue to study, to continue to learn is a blessing. And so I'm in that place. So anyway, I want to thank you all. I hope you can hear me. I hope I remember that. It looks like I remember to turn my microphone on. And so here I am. Make the decision. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to take chances. Don't be afraid to take that leap of faith. It may be scary. It was scary for me. But nevertheless, I was like, God, Abraham didn't know where he was going. He didn't know how long the journey was going to take. He didn't know how he was going to eat. But he followed you. And so, hey, that's what I did. I made the decision. I said, God, you're God wherever I go. You're in Texas just like you are here, or where I was then, in Illinois/Missouri. So I thank God. I thank God. I thank God. I love y'all. See you next time. So I thank God. I thank God. I thank God. I love y'all.